Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1083. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, to Mont, in the last place on Earth. Today, it's Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, the Brewmaster, plus the return of the much-loved segment, Holding Court with Lady KATY. And I look inside
Mike's Daily Podcast,
my cell phone and the notes, and I think I need to sing a song about spring cleaning.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
They're doing that at my jobs. Everyone needs to do a little spring cleaning, getting rid of stuff that no longer has meaning. I'm not that happy about people just throwing stuff away. Too busy to put on a garage sale day. But yeah, garage sales involve lots of strangers walking all over your front lawn.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
But if your lawn looks as bad as mine, then it's not wrong.
Mike's
Maybe it'll make it look better.
Daily
Wow, I'm old.
Podcast.
I just sang a song about telling people to get off my front lawn. But at my job, radio station, they're getting rid of a bunch of stuff that I'm like, what? Could I use this? Could I make this into something? A radio station, perhaps? But I don't have the technical prowess. Here's the other note I have. Oh, I was thinking of changing the slogan of the show for fun off-the-wall audio for your brain. Isn't that great? Just came to me. So there's some sad news about Prince. I think we've covered Prince enough, but yeah, the latest news is that he didn't have a will, and that all that money, where's it gonna go? The judges set up a trust, something like $300 million in his fortune. And there's a bunch of recordings in his vault. Sheila E. is concerned about that. She is trying to make sure that doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Just, whose wrong hands would that be? Miley Cyrus? No, she'd probably do something good with Prince's stuff, wouldn't she? I can't think of who's the crappy pop singer now. Justin Bieber? Actually, his stuff is kind of good right now. The stuff. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. That song's catchy. Look who just walked in. Hi, Mike. It's Benita, the rodeo queen. How y'all doing?
It's a disgruntled fiddle player. Tell you what.
What?
Well, I think Trump he's a scary man, but Ted Cruz is weird because he got that girl that's Italian being his vice presidential pick, but he ain't even in the running for president as of yet. That's kind of like me picking a vice president. Hey, I pick you, Mike.
Thanks. Mike, I don't like that new slogan for the show. You don't like fun off-the-wall audio for your brain? No, it's awful. Oh. All right. Well, it's just a suggestion.
Who's this KATY?
Well, to get to that in a second. Look, who else is here?
Hi, Mike. It's the Brewmaster. I make the earth beer. Oh, boy.
Brewmaster, did you hear that Emma Stone's going to be playing Cruella de Vil?
No.
And that Prince's old band, The Revolution, is getting back together?
No.
I was dreaming when I wrote this. Forgive me if it makes no sense.
It never makes any sense, Mike.
Oh. Ah! Don't try caffeine powder. I didn't even know they had caffeine powder. And now there's something called caffeine powder, and it can kill you? Oh, I missed the da-da-da. Imagine that sound effect was right there when I oh, and now McDonald's is testing a McNugget recipe without preservatives. What a great thing. That's good. We need that. We need to, you know what? Because you don't need to be preserved, my friend. No, just the preservative. If you want to be a mummy and preserved, that's your own thing, I guess.
Mark, I think that guy that's running for president against Hillary, he kind of looks like he's a mummy.
He's a nice old man, Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, he says he got a path to the White House. That's funny. It's like I got a path through my front lawn.
Mark, the weeds are growing like crazy. You can't get through the front lawn.
And it's those weeds with the spikes on the ends that are dangerous.
Yeah. Well, Bernie just laid off a bunch of people. Cut back on his staff. Hundreds of staff members, as a matter of fact. But apparently, he had a lot more staff members than Hillary Clinton did to begin with. So maybe he didn't need all of them to begin with. But I have a feeling Bernie paid pretty well, because he's all about, helping the people with the money and the higher wages and stuff. So I should have gotten a job with Bernie, but then I'd be fired by now. But hey, help us keep going with the podcast by your support. Supporting us in a simple way that doesn't require any extra effort. It's the Amazon link that you find there at mikesdailypodcast.com. Click on that Amazon link, buy whatever it was you're going to buy, and that helps us out tremendously. There's also the PayPal if you'd like to donate and get a special grading from all the Cafe Anyway characters. There's the blog, the daily podcast picture. There's now a podcast picture gallery. You can see all the past a lot of plosives on today's show. And then finally, there's the past interviews I've done. And past holding court with the Lady KATY. In fact, let's get to that segment now. Mike'sDailyPodcast.com, by the way. Oh, Mike at CountryCrossroadsRadio.com is my email for my country station thingy that I'm on. And regular email is Mike'sDailyPodcast@gmail.com. But you can find all that at Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. All right, now the segment.
Holding court with Lady KATY. Lady KATY. Lady KATY.
Today we're holding court inside of a bombed out. What is this? This used to be probably part of the military's operation in Castro Valley.
I'm sure you're right. I'm sure that's correct.
That's Lady KATY.
Whoa! I like the intro you created for Lady KATY.
Dun, 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 dun. And did you hear the Queen of England is on it?
No.
She's like, Lady KATY.
Oh, that's okay. I thought you meant you really had that is really the Queen of England, I'm sure.
The Queen Elizabeth? Queen.
I can't even think of what her voice sounds like. I don't know if I've heard it.
I think she talks really softly and like that.
I think that's a fair guess. I can't imagine her being like, My Fair Lady.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
Yeah. She's just practicing. She's got, what is her name? Eliza Doolittle. That's
right. Do you know, I interviewed Eliza Doolittle, but it was this girl who was trying to become this big pop singer in England, and the handler, I interviewed her on Mike's Daily Podcast. You can find it in the interview section. Interviews. What, Basil? What? Basil and Mally are here. That's Lady KATY's dog is named Mally.
Yes, it is.
Mine is named Basil, and now you know.
You've got to take your Mike's Daily Podcast picture in this little area, because it is interesting. We're sitting in the middle of it's very flat and very round.
Let me see if I can do that. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it while I'm recording.
Whoa.
Let's see. Whoa. Here, we're doing a selfie. This will be the podcast picture. Hello! Let's see how that came out.
I'm sure it's bad.
Black.
Oh, there we go.
I could crop it right here so there'd be just the two of us like that.
Well, I think it's cool that you can see the area.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cool picture.
I like it.
Yeah. We're both surprised.
And you've got the sun behind you. Look at it. It's like you're gleaming.
You know what? You know what's funny is I always make that face for pictures where people are like, oh, let's take a funny picture. I always make that exact face, and I hate that face. I don't know what else to do.
It's a great face.
No.
It's like cheery and like, ooh, surprise.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
I have a bad face that I make. That I'm like, for a long time it was like a no smile. Like, did you hear a baby?
What was that?
Is there a baby left in the woods here? Oh, by the way, we're in Fairmont Ridge, where I often post podcast pictures from. And now I've introduced it to Lady KATY.
What you should do, Mike, is start a company that it's called the Fairmont Ridge Tour Company, and you show everybody a panoramic view of the bay because you're really good at that, and you know every part.
Yes, when I showed Lady KATY the first time, I'm like, and over there is Alameda, and right next to that is the airport, and over there is Lake Merritt.
And I just had so many intelligent things to say, like, it's so far away.
I didn't know where anything was. Yeah, and San Mateo Bridge, you said you drove over it a lot as a child and thought as if you were driving for thousands of miles. But, dear listener, if you're listening outside of the Bay Area, it's actually not that far. It's maybe it is a long bridge, though. It's like 3 miles.
Yeah, and it's a long way over. I mean, how many miles did you say that is? Like 12 miles over to San Mateo? You know, from here, from this spot?
From this spot, yes. I think you're right, about 12 miles.
Which is hilarious. I mean, 12 miles is really not far at all.
That's like a country mile. When you live in the South, you drive 12 miles is like 1 mile because everything's so spread out. I remember burning up so much gas.
Yeah, I burn so much gas nowadays because I commute for work.
And you get stuck in traffic.
I don't. I never sit in traffic. That's one thing I'm thankful for. I start early and I end early, and I go reverse traffic. So I never sit in traffic. But I work in Walnut Creek, which is, I don't know, 25 miles at least away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cute. Basil just rested his little head on Mike's. God. It's very slobbery.
I'm used to it.
Oh, he's so happy. Oh,
we're at dog height right now because we're sitting on little logs in this little bombed out shelter. We're sheltered from the wind, but this area I believe the military used for something to keep an eye on the Japanese during World War II.
Oh, well.
I don't know if that's for sure or anything.
Well, I'm just curious specifically what this little area is.
It's like a little parking lot that is now nothing but it's part of the park. So
yeah, okay, a parking lot. I can see that.
Basil found a stick.
He's like,
go get you.
No, nope.
Stick, Basil, stick.
Look at his little tail.
Stick.
Twitching. Oh, he's crying.
Oh, he wants that big stick. That he's not going to be able to get that stick.
He's gonna get it. So, Mike, how was your Monday?
Good. I remember now. I just mentioned that we heard a baby sound, and I was gonna make a joke like, "Oh, somebody left some guy in the woods named Moses," and you would have got that joke maybe.
Well, yeah.
That was on a river, though.
Yeah, it was just on a river, so it's really doesn't translate well.
Damn. Hey.
That was like Haley's joke from the other day.
Haley.
That's right, Haley. I listened to you. I listened to you, Haley.
I'm keeping an eye on you, Haley.
Can't wait to meet you, Haley.
All right, so I have to throw a party on my 5-year anniversary, and everyone can meet.
We're all waiting. I'm waiting.
What shall my menu be? What do you like to eat?
Oh, I like to eat, well, recently I stopped eating mammals. Did I tell you that?
No, mammals of all sorts.
Yeah, and I don't eat mammals, but I still eat birds, and I still eat fish. And so you can really still eat a lot of meat, like chicken, turkey.
Yeah.
Any fowl, and fish too. And I just got too sad. Honestly, Mally was the cause for that, because I just felt so sad seeing Mally and loving her so much. And then on the, seeing like videos or pictures of pigs or cows, and they have this similar little spirit, a same look in their eye. They're just like and dolphins, not that we eat dolphins, but in that vein, mammals, we can either, if they're in trouble, we want so badly to help them. And I think it's because we share some commonality with them, and they have this beautiful little spirit like a dog does or like a dolphin does, but we choose to eat those mammals. And I don't judge anyone who eat mammals. I just couldn't keep doing it.
I don't think I've been eating mammal. I did have, a pastor served me steak last Friday. A pastor that I work with at the religious station, and I met another pastor whose daughter was there, and her daughter was a little baby named Genesis. That's on the latest podcast.
I didn't listen to that one. That's a cool name, Genesis.
As of today, which is Monday, which I'm probably playing this back on Friday. I don't know where we are. We're in a time vortex. But yeah, that's the last time I ate meat. So I'm sort of in your boat with the chicken and the fish.
So why is it a choice or just happened to not?
I heard that, like, beef has a lot of fat in it that's bad and will clog up your arteries. And then it just, like, from an economic standpoint, chicken seems to be less expensive. Fish is expensive. And although tilapia is really cheap, but I've heard that a lot of that isn't quite ethically raised. So I don't know.
That's another thing. I don't want to say I don't feel sad for fish, because I think I do sense that maybe fish can feel pain. I mean, it can't feel good. It's like,
Mally! Mally's decided to climb over the hill.
Mally, come.
Mally! Oh, there she goes.
Good girl.
Yay. Look, it's Mally,
yeah.
Basil. Basil, it's
Who's a
Mally.
good girl?
Here comes Mally.
Who's a good girl? Come
Full
here.
speed. Now they're going to play.
Yes.
Go play. Go play.
Mally,
Go
get
play,
Basil.
Basil.
Get
Go
Basil.
play.
Get Basil.
Go get Basil. Go play.
Basil's content to play on his own. He's
Basil,
playing
go
with the
play
sunshine
Mally.
and shadows. But I have heard that too about the fishing industry around the world. Actually, did we talk about this? I recently changed Mally's dog food because I heard that a lot of fish that's kind of dealt with by either people enslaved or another, just overfishing, things like that. I've heard, it's hard to really know where your fish is coming from. Oh, yeah.
They're totally playing. Go play.
They're like, well, there's nothing else to do. Mike and Katie are just sitting here. So all that to say, I changed Mally's dog food recently. And, I mean, lucky for her, if you're getting, like, ethical, natural, really good ingredient dog food, it's so expensive.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy expensive. But she really does like it. And it seems like she's strong and feeling good.
Yeah, she looks great. Well, so we've saved animals with your diet.
With our powers combined, we need to. I feel just a little bit more at peace just to have taken myself out of that. Not that I don't look down on people at all who eat whatever they eat, but just for me, it made me sad. So finally I said, I have the choice to not do it. So I stopped.
This has been a wonderful topic. I hope we helped you, dear listener, dearest of listeners, who's probably eating a burger right now with the cow flesh dripping all over you. And you're going to change your diet today. That's great. That's the last burger I'm going to eat because Katie and Mike have changed my views. So on another topic, on Friday, I went to 21st Amendment. Yes, I seem to go there every Friday because I have an inside guy who works on the inside there that tells me to go. And yes.
Are you a regular there now? Do you go and do you know people other than the guy you actually know there? Have you met other people who are regulars?
Just his coworkers. Okay. Just everybody. Just everyone on the... No, I've only gone there on Fridays, but I did meet a girl on Friday who said... Now, I don't know how this came up, but somehow the particular people you're related to, she thinks she knows your sister.
Really? What's her name?
I don't remember. She's like, I'm moving to Texas because I'm going to move to Waco, Texas with my boyfriend because there's all this drama in Castro Valley and I slept around and I cheated on my fiance and so I'm moving out of Castro Valley. Forget this place.
You make her sound like such a great person.
That was so it's good I don't remember her name, huh?
Yeah, you're like, here's her full name and home address.
Anyway, that's good for her. Good luck to her and her new journey. I told her a little bit about the South, what it was like